Hi guys, it's Belle here, and it is time for the next card in the hashtag ABCJLC challenge, created and hosted by the very lovely Jodi over at Jodi Lewis Creations. As always, links to her channel will be down below. Please do go and check her out. And I'm going to say it. I have thought that the last few letters, there's been a few things that have challenged me. This week's, yes. 2 letters that really just challenged me. I think we're going to make a kind of simple one again. I did that last time because I've been catching up. I did one simple and one a bit more detailed. I think we're going to do a bit of a simple one again. So the letters this week, we have Queen, we have Q-tip, we have QWERTY, and the bonus is quintet. Now, QWERTY and quintet, I was just like, are you serious? Who put those in? I know we all want to challenge ourselves, but I suppose it also depends on what size you're working on. I am working on 3x5, so if you can hear that noise, there is a plane. I don't know. So we're just going to go for it, and I'm going to interpret it my way again, as I often do. And we're going to do that. So I do have this typewriter sticker, which I absolutely love. It's like a little vellum sticker. Love it, love it, love it. And it does say QWERTY here, because if you don't know, that's linked to keyboards and typewriters. It's the first line. It's of where the letters are. So I absolutely love this. I also have, so we had the word Queen. So I'm going for a kind of Art Deco style again. I pulled out some stamps that I never really use. These are Hero Arts ones. Brimmed hat. There you go. I'll put that up so you can look at it. I don't really use these. I used to use them all the time. And this is definitely an Anna Griffin stamp. It hasn't got her markings on, but I know it is. And it says Queen for a day. And what I'm thinking is our beautiful lady, let's call her Mildred. She is usually a typist and working for, I don't know, let's think, some eccentric kind of business person, and this is her day off, but it's also her birthday, so she is going to treat herself like a queen for the day. She's wearing her absolutely best clothes. This is obviously linked to a job that she doesn't have to do, and she's just going out and having a good time. I pulled out the Graphic 45 Vintage Hollywood Collective again because I thought this would make a beautiful kind of background. Now, I don't necessarily want to put the sticker, I could put the sticker completely over the top of it, but I also feel like the sticker might disappear if we do that. So I'm thinking of leaving some of the white. That's what I'm thinking of doing. Ooh, I don't know, but that's what I'm thinking of doing. So I'm going to just cut this. And yes, this is where we're going. So Mildred's going out and she's treating herself like a queen for the day. She's wearing her best clothes. She's out in the town. She's probably had a bit of a lie-in because she hasn't had to go to work that morning. Spent time just maybe having a really lovely bath. I do not know why there are so many planes flying over. Please excuse me, we're discussing Mildred's birthday. It's not normally, so that's a thing. So yes, she's out doing all of that. Do you know what I could have done if I thought about it? I could have come down at an angle. We will definitely need the QWERTY bit on there. And so she's out on the town for the day, and she's definitely going to pop to her favourite cake shop. You just know she is. She's going to have a nice slice of cake, and she's just going to enjoy herself out on the town. Right, if I put a little line there, then I know that that's going to there. And she's probably going to pop into some favourite shops, have a look at some new hats and gloves maybe, pick up a book because I'm doing this and I love reading. So she's probably gone to a favourite bookshop as well. Picked up a new book. Maybe it's a new Agatha Christie. Oh my goodness, let's just link them together. Because I will use any excuse. So she's gone and picked up the latest Agatha Christie for her birthday. She's been saving, and she's probably bought herself, as I said, a new item of clothing, maybe some new gloves, or maybe there's a dress pattern she's been eyeing up, so maybe she's picked up some fabric for a new dress pattern. Either way, she's treating herself like a queen for the day, no worries, dressed in her finest and having a wonderful day. And she's going to have dinner out. She's not going to eat at home for once. She's really splashing the cash today. That's going to go on there, which is going to be perfect, but I don't want the whole thing, so I am going to trim that bit off. I also need to think about the tab, so we will think about that. Yes, so that's my story. Mildred's birthday, day on the town, treating herself like a queen, and just having a good time. But the QWERTY comes in because that is her day job. And where does Quintet come in, I hear you say? I'm sure you can guess. She's definitely brought tickets to a music show in the evening where a new quintet of jazz players are performing. Now, I had two options. I found the word quintet in a dictionary, but I don't know if I want to use it. I may do. I don't know. But I also found 5 little music brads. So we're going to use that because it's my thing and that's what I want to do. But before we even do that, we need to stamp this lovely lady out. I'm going to do it in black Stays On ink. Gosh, I haven't used these for ages, so fingers crossed. And we're just going to stamp her. I'm going to hold it for a little while because this is textured paper. Oh, isn't she so pretty? Yes, she is. She's like, look at me in my perfect bobbed hair, my beautiful hat, my lovely jacket that's only for best. Out having a good time. We're like, yes, you look beautiful. I'm wondering about actually trimming the edges like this. I may do those ones too. Let's see. I feel like she's definitely going to pop up above the card. Do we care? No, we do not. Just so pretty. And then we're going to have Queen for a Day down the bottom. I do want to also emboss this. It would have been great if I'd thought about it, if we'd done it. Yeah, no. I could have it just like that without the little bit. No, we're going to do it separately. It's fine. So now what I need to do is I need to actually colour her in, which I don't normally do colouring, so you will have to excuse me. And we're just going to colour her in, trying to work out what I want. She's got to have a beautiful pair of red lips. I hope this is a good red. Let's look what it looks like. Yeah. So we're going to come in and just give her some red lips because she's definitely put a touch of makeup. Not too much because most ladies wouldn't have worn too much makeup at this point in time. That's a bit yellow to be a skin tone, really. I don't know if I have a skin tone. Let me just check. We got a very pale pink. We really don't want that. I don't know. I might have to find a pencil to work with that. And I want to do a really beautiful colour on here. What colour shall we go for, guys? Let me know what colour we should go for. I feel like yellow. I mean, I think it's meant to be fair. I'd like to think that it's not. But I think I would like... Do we want a bit of brown on here, maybe? I I feel like brown just feels so boring. Let's go purple. Let me see if I can find 16. Perfect. Found it straight away. And we're just going to come on and kind of give her a beautiful purple. She's going to be wearing stunning colours, lovely and bright. It's her birthday. Why shouldn't she? Our beautiful Mildred. Going out, having a wonderful day in town. Like so. Okay. Now I feel like I want to do her pom-poms. I mean, her hat's very black. Do I have my black? Do I have my black? Because I feel like her hat should be more black. So let's just come on. Not the inside bit maybe. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? This isn't black. I don't know what colour this is, but we're loving it. It's like a green. Okay, well our hat's going to be greenish now. I don't know. It looked like my black. Let me have a look. No, it was definitely dark green. As I said, I'm not very good at colouring, so I've just got into pulling out my adult colouring books again so that I can kind of enjoy a bit of relaxation in the evenings. I can go around there. But I definitely feel like it should be, what colour should we she should definitely have black hair. Should she? Should she have black? Is this black? Yes. Yeah, she's going to have a beautiful black bob. Very fashionable young lady. Well, that's what we're going to pretend. She's very fashionable. So she's got her hair looking spiffy. She's looking beautiful with her makeup. She's got her purple and green hat, purple coat, beautiful green velvet. Oh, it's going to be velvet. That's what I've decided. Hat. And she's off into town to have an amazing day. Yep, that's what's happening to our wonderful young Mildred. And she's thoroughly enjoying having a day off work. I mean, she likes her job, but she's also enjoying just having a day off. So, yep, just a little bit. Don't judge my colouring, as I said. It is what it is. Let's give her light blue eyes. I wouldn't normally, but let's do that. It's very blue. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But what I do know is we need to use the Q-tip, and I'm thinking of using the Q-tip in here. I don't know how that's going to work. Let's have a look at a colour. What would go? We really should bring in maybe a bit of purple. I'm thinking the inks might work better for this. So I do have Seedless Preserve. Maybe they could all be different colours. And then just come in a little bit with a little bit of texture there. Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. Let's see if we can have different shades. I do have different shades, but I feel like I want more colour. So let's get a little bit more colour. Got some cracked pistachio. Let's try that on the other side too. Oh, that's really light. That's lovely. And let's bring in, because I just feel like she's a lady who loves her colour, let's bring in a little bit of mustard seed. Not on either of those, but another little Q-tip. Let's bring in a bit of yellow, because why not? Does it look a bit circusy and pom-pommy? Do we care? No, we don't. Mildred's a lady who likes a bit of colour. Yep, yep, yep. Now, what I'm wondering is, Should I go around it in gold embossing? That's what I'm wondering. So where's my embossing? Which one is the thicker one? Not that one. This one. Okay, let's go around this in a little bit of embossing here. We can do it on here. I'm just going to go around the edge. And hopefully the embossing powder will stick. This is a very weird one this week, guys. Very, very, very weird. But, you know, some days be like that. So let's move this and do all of this on here. Like so. This is Cosmic Shimmer Mixed Media Powder. And it is called Satin Sunset. There's the number. And I like it because it's got the different colours. It's also gone on to the ink, which I don't mind too much, actually. So let me dry this. Okay, guys, so I did find a pencil that's sort of skin coloured. Again, I'm not good at shading. And I did the inside of a hat yellow because of the yellow pom-pom. We've got gilding on all these things. It's all a bit of a mess, but I'm not going to overthink it too much. And I do think, even with all that, I want to come on just in the background with my what's it called? Espresso, ground espresso ink pad, because I don't want it too bright. This is just, it's not the best, guys. It's not the best. But we're not going to worry too much. We are not. And I also think I'm going to just do the edges on these two, because why not? Yeah. Okay. And now I need to stamp out Queen for a Day. Queen for a Day. So let's do that. So, yeah. I know there's lots of you out there who are so much better at colouring than I am, but, you know, just because we can't do something well doesn't mean we shouldn't have a go at it. That's what I fundamentally believe about crafting. So, yeah. And I'm also okay with not being good at everything. Like, you just can't be. Like, no one's good at everything, guys. So I can layer really well, usually, but I can't colour very well. I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with it. Right, I'm going to cut this down and have that perfecto. Now I'm wondering about coming on with the yellow again, actually, in the middle of here. Queen for a Day. And I do have a little bit of gold that I want to put behind this, but again, it's too bright, so we need to do this. So like that. Then we're going to glue this on here, and we are going to cut around it. It's taken much longer than I thought it was going to be. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's one I'm going to like that much, but I do know that I'm happy that I worked out a way to make the prompts work. Which for this challenge is half the battle, I think. Yeah, interesting. Interesting set of prompts. So, oh, I should have done these at an angle as well. Were you guys saying that? Were you like, Belle, you should have just cut those at an angle too? I could have. I should have. I didn't. That's the completely opposite to that old saying, I came, I saw, I conquered. I could have, I should have, I didn't. Oh, dear me. I feel like she looks like a tea bag like that, you know. It'll be fine. As long as I've got QWERTY showing, that's what matters. Okay, we are going to glue her down. Yes, we are. And we're just going to be happy. that. Perfect. Now I'm thinking about putting that up on some foam tape. So let's do that. Our lovely Mildred on her birthday. So, and then we've got to put the music brads on here. And then the final thing we have to add is the tab. We need to add the tab. Now, really, I could have made that into the tab, but I can't because the tab needs to be over here. So there we go. Let's think about where we're going to put these brads. Okay, so it's the bottom. At the bottom. Let's just find my pokey tool. Oh my goodness me, where is my... There it is. It's like, no, where is my pokey tool? All right, we're going to put one there. I'm going to have to do one at a time because I need to make sure that they kind of fit. That I don't put them too close together. So we have that. We can have one kind of here. And this is my version of quintet. So, which I think works quite well. It is usually something musical, so 5 musicians, 5 beats, things like that in music. However, it can also just be 5 sets of things. So we are doing 5 sets of musical notes to represent quintet in a musical sense. That is what I am doing. I have had these brads for ages, so I am so sorry. I do not know where I got them from. They have been in my stash forever. I still have quite a few left. And I just thought this was a perfect way to actually use them instead of going, oh, I'll just save those for a project. What project? What project are you saving them for, Belle? Just use them. This is the project you were saving them for. You didn't even know it, but this was the project that you are saving them for. So she's going to the theatre on her birthday. Yeah, she is. I did have other piece of paper from the graphic 45, but I don't know if I want to use it or not. I just liked it because it had this kind of effect along the bottom, but I don't think there's anywhere that would now work. I just don't think there is. So we won't do that. But what we do have to work out is the tab, which we could make out of this. We could do that. I have a bigger piece of that paper. So let's grab my tab, punch, and let's do this. I'm just going to do a single one. Perfect. Okay then. And that would look quite good there, or behind. It would work behind as well. I think I want it behind. Let's get Q. Q looks just like P with this stamp set that I'm using, which is a bit annoying because I would prefer that it didn't look just like P, but it does. So, you know, I could just draw Q on there. Do you know what? I'm just going to glue this on, then I'm going to draw a Q. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, these ones, the idea came, but the execution might not have been exactly what I wanted. But I'm not mad at it. I'm just not, you know, she is what she is. Maybe I should have just left her and not actually done any colouring because of how bad I am at it. Let's do a Q. Yep. Let's do a Q. Okay. That works for me. Brilliant. All right, guys. So let's have a look. Here we go. It's finished. Do we love it? I don't know. Is my colouring bad? Yes, it is. Are we going to ignore that? We definitely are. So, letter Q. Queen. Queen for a day. Q-tip. We've used it here on her pom-poms. QWERTY. We've got it down here on the typewriter vellum sticker. And quintet. We've got our 5 musical notes representing quintet. And we have the wonderful Mildred being treated like a queen for the day on her birthday. Yes, we do. So, I didn't like some of these. But it's not horrendous. Maybe. Yes. So that's it, guys. I am wondering, actually, I've got this very white as well. I feel like this needs to have a little bit of walnut stain on it as well. It seems very white against, not walnut stain, ground espresso. Okay, that's it. That's Q done. Woohoo! I'm all caught up now, which I am very happy about. So, anyway, guys, that's it for now. Please do like, subscribe, comment, and share if you haven't already. I'll be back again soon for another video. And until next time, guys, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're treating yourself like a king or queen for the day and having lots and lots of crafty fun. Bye for now.